Hello, welcome to the RET podcast. I am your usual host, Adamonator, whatever you want to call me. I am joined by, first, Cello, who was a guest last time. Hi, Cello.
Hello.
You've been promoted to actual team member.
I have work to do.
Yeah.
And projects to finish.
Things that might be done. And we are also joined by Josh, who was here on the last episode.
Hello.
Hi, Josh. How you doing?
I just got off work, so I'm recovering, but I'm good.
Oh, it must be nice working. I've been working for a while. Oh God. Anyway, so yeah, we're just doing a podcast to basically fill out for time because we got March Caprice coming up in 2 months now.
Isn't it in March?
Basically, more or less. Yeah.
Yeah, more or less about just under 2 months.
Stuff's due in less than a month.
Yeah, we have to get everything done by the end of this month, which is
Yep.
That's gonna be fun.
Everyone is silently hard at work in the background.
Looking forward to it.
Well, I mean,
got some good stuff.
I know that Cello, you're hopefully doing your own thing for March Caprice. Something musical.
I've got a few things working.
Yeah.
Cooking.
You don't have to give too many details about your personal stuff, but I would like to talk about what we're doing for March Caprice. This will probably be the only podcast before the video's ready. But yeah, we are continuing with Kingdom Hearts 2, and we will be doing the Atlantica episode, which will include the songs. Yeah, which is actually the original reason Cello was brought on.
That was back in August of last year. You reached out to me.
Yeah, we got a few people working on music, hopefully with some original compositions for the original tracks for Kingdom Hearts. So I think I don't know. I don't know the full details because I'm not actually the director for this video.
Right. I think I'm doing Swim This Way.
Right.
Eamon is doing The New Day is Dawning.
Yeah,
no.
That's... Oh, no.
He's doing...
Ursula's Revenge, isn't he?
Yes. Who is doing... I'm in literally the group chat with
Eamon,
the people who are doing...
for people who are listening, Eamon is 8-Bit Nuke. He's I think he's made the video before. He actually did the Steam trailer music track for us.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. And I think the last one... Timoram.
Timoram is doing New Day is Dawning.
Yeah, he joined us very recently. Because we needed some extra help with the music. I think we're doing Under the Sea and Part of Your World as the originals.
I think there was some copyright thing that came up. I don't know if there was. I thought there was a specific reason for why we weren't doing those two.
I don't actually know. I mean, I did say work on whichever songs you want. I didn't mind, but I think we should be fine. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll have to silence that part of the video and re-release,
Sure,
just the worded versions later. But I think having new renditions of quite possibly 3 of the worst songs in the entire franchise should be good. We haven't heard all of them yet, but hopefully they'll be ready by the time March Caprice comes out.
They should be.
Yeah. Have you participated in March Caprice before, Josh?
No, this will be my first March Caprice. I was made aware of it a year or so ago.
Right.
And I've had some ideas of participating in it. Obviously, this will be my only participation for March Caprice.
Right.
But I do have an idea for next year for myself. So we'll see if I can get something done. Yeah.
Are you thinking video stuff or music or what category?
Kind of kind of like dipping my toes into like an analysis kind of vibe.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
We won't ask. Go on.
Oh, it's gonna be like, not to say the whole thing, but it has something to do with Kingdom Hearts 2, just because I replayed it recently and I had some thoughts about things, and I was like, ooh, I should actually embark on this and attempt to make some sort of video essay or analysis about it.
Yeah. No,
Sick.
it should be a lot of fun. And speaking of Kingdom Hearts 2, you have something about that, don't you, Cello?
Yeah, so I'm spending the week at a friend's house, and we played through Kingdom Hearts 2, and my goal was to go as quickly as possible, which already was I kind of struggled with, because my gamer brain, every time I see like a treasure chest or like a side, like I have to stop for it, and so I have to force myself to keep pushing through and ignore all the shiny side stuff.
Yeah.
But so I played on critical mode, not level 1, but just regular critical mode, because I love leveling up too much. The satisfaction of it is like it's yeah.
It's addictive.
It
feels so good.
Tiny little dopamine hits.
Yeah.
But I got to Final Zemnis with 14 and a half hours is how quickly
Nice.
I got the story.
Oh.
Skipping all the cutscenes.
So you were telling me this just before we started recording. I thought you were doing 14 hours just on Zemnis.
No, I completed the whole
Oh my
game
God.
in 14 hours.
That redeems
Who do you think I am?
That redeems you so
They would
much.
No, brother. I've been playing this game since I was 11. It took me one try to get Final Zemnis.
I was thinking, like, this guy recreates music from the games.
Wow.
How is he so bad
I'm
at
being
this?
disrespected. Incredible.
Oh my God.
I did. You didn't say that you were doing it as fast as possible.
I
You
did.
said,
No,
you
I-
said Zemnis and 14 hours.
That sounds like a hearing comprehension issue, my guy.
And honestly, it might be.
No, I start to finish the whole game 14 hours.
Right. Okay. That's not bad for a first critical attempt. 14 hours isn't too bad.
That was this is not my first critical attempt.
Oh.
I've done several in the past. I was saying, so I did this on the PS5 instead of the PS4. And for
right.
some reason I struggled with it more this time.
Maybe it was
first of all,
running faster. Like, I know the frame rate can affect the first game.
it can. I don't like the PS5 controllers. I don't like the way they feel in my hand. I sometimes struggle to hit the trigger buttons. So like shortcuts, I'll try to like activate magic shortcuts and they won't come up, or like the button will be I don't know. There was something about this run that I struggled with more, and I noticed more of like jankiness in some of the fights, like things that I just from my own memory thought were easier to do turned out to be like much more challenging. And I think that's just a matter of like there's some things about the game that weren't quite meant to be done in critical mode. I don't really know, but that's
I mean, we were saying before that we think Kingdom Hearts 2 was built for critical and level 1 and this or that. Certainly critical.
Yeah. It was certainly an idea that they were playing with even before they actually like released it.
Yeah, it just like, and a lot of people will agree, like the whole critical level 1 thing wasn't properly perfected until Kingdom Hearts 3. Like,
I agree.
Critical level 1 Kingdom Hearts 3 is so tight. Like, I can't fault it.
Yeah, no, it was very, because it wasn't just that, like, in Kingdom Hearts 3, it wasn't just they made the enemies stronger, they gave you less health. Like, they actually, the way the enemies and the bosses function is different in critical mode versus the regular game. They actually behave differently because they wanted to compensate for the difficulty level.
Oh, absolutely.
In Kingdom Hearts 2, everything acts the same, it's just stronger. So when normally you could survive getting wailed on by a group of Heartless, you walk into a room in critical mode and you get caught out and then you just die. And and then it feels odd. It feels like, I should have survived that. But
yeah. When I was doing Critical Level 1 Kingdom Hearts 2, the one thing that I really struggled on, apart from bosses, was the dancers.
Oh my god!
Deadly.
Yes,
they are deadly.
Specifically that first fight when you leave Tron.
When you're about to fight Demix, like in between those.
Yeah.
Right.
That is a nasty fight.
Part.
The summons can help out a little bit, but like if you're not careful, you'll get. If you get got once, then you gotta start from the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think for me, I ended up using Magnera, a mix of Magnera and Riflega, or whatever levels I had at that point.
Although Chicken Little's very helpful.
Chicken Little's really useful.
Summons are surprisingly, I forget how useful summons are in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's because the summons were a little lackluster in Kingdom Hearts 1. They had their utility, so no one ever uses Dumbo for fights. They just use him for, like, skipping places.
Right. Just the fact that you can go up really high.
Yeah. I know that Genie's used a lot. I know that Mushu's used a lot. And then obviously new guys use Tinkerbell a lot because it's basically a free summon.
I use Tinkerbell. I when I do Kurtzisa, the first thing I do is activate Tinkerbell.
Yeah. I try not to. It's the one fight where I find Bambi quite useful. Because
of the MP orbs?
Because of the MP orbs, yeah. It's a pretty rough fight when you don't have the magic.
True.
For which fight?
Yeah. So yeah, any more Kingdom Hearts stuff? And I know that there are rumors going around that there might be some Kingdom Hearts stuff next month, but like, I don't see it happening. Was it this month?
It's been so quiet lately.
I think it was this month, just because I think, what was it? From what I understand, there's supposed to be some sort of game event where Square Enix might show up. And if Square Enix is there, then Kingdom Hearts might show up.
Is it something like it's not the Tokyo Game Show, is it?
I do not know.
I have no idea when that is. Like, that could be the summer for all I know. But it's some sort of gaming thing. People are saying like, oh, Kingdom Hearts will show up. It's been, 3 years since the first trailer.
Was it really?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I think that first trailer got revealed 2022? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It might be 21.
It was 2 years ago.
2 years.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, it would be nearly 3 then, because it was around this sort of time.
Yes. We're getting close to the 3-year mark.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, fucking Metroid Prime was like that as well. Like, Metroid Prime got a title, and then nothing for 4 years.
Right, I forgot about that.
I think they learned their lesson from. I think they learned their lesson from when they announced Kingdom Hearts 3 and then did this like non-stop media blitz of trailers and announcements and reveals for like 3 to 4 years, and it spoiled the surprise for everything in the game.
Well, especially like near the time the game actually released, like with the final trailer, that trailer was egregious with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Right, and it's like they did it because they just wanted to keep drumming up hype for the game, but it ended up kind of souring the experience, I think.
And then they also had a demo for like one of the most pivotal boss fights in the game that you could play. Like not download the demo, but like they had a demo going around where Sora fought Anti-Aqua, and it was like,
oh no!
Wait,
yeah.
When he fought what?
Yeah, no, like legit. If you look up like playing Kingdom Hearts 3 demo before its release, one of the demos was a playable boss fight against Anti-Aqua, I think.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh shit!
Oh no, that really sucks. Oh god. I mean, we kind of saw Anti-Aqua in 0.2, so I guess it's not that bad, but still, that's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Oh,
because like we saw her in the trailer, yeah, sure, but like we didn't know how that was going to be resolved, and then they let you play like really.
I'm personally I'm of the opinion that I don't mind when the next trailer is, provided that the game is going to release within a year of that trailer. So that trailer could come out in 3 years from now, and I wouldn't mind, as long as Kingdom Hearts 4's got a release date, and it was near enough within a year.
Yeah,
I think the last 4 Kingdom Hearts games get delayed. Like there's an announcement with a release date, and then there's another trailer a month later where they push the release date further. And that's happened to the last 4 games.
Releases too.
Yeah.
I still think it was wild that the time difference between releases of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 3D and 3D and 3 are the same.
Whoa.
It's about a 9-10 year gap between.
That's crazy.
Between both.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it was
not to mention the leaks that happened closer to its release as well.
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, some dude was straight up selling copies of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He worked at GameStop or some shit, and he got a crate full of them and was just handing them out.
It happened in the UK as well.
Wow. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not excited for Kingdom Hearts 4.
What?
I'm not excited for it.
Care to explain?
Because
I'm curious about your take.
Because 3, like I said, there was all this hype, 4 to 6 years of this constant build-up for this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also because we had been thinking about it long before that. So a version of Kingdom Hearts 3 existed in everyone's minds for years. And the final product is never going to hit everyone's expectations. Mm-hmm. But the lack of surprise, the fact that we had an idea of almost everything that was going to happen in the game before we actually played it, made the game, for me, kind of fall flat in the experience. Also, the tone is kind of different in a way that not everyone was a fan of. The way the story actually ends, a lot of people were not happy with.
Mm-hmm.
And because of all this build-up, and then it releases, it goes away, and the excitement kind of dies down, I find myself looking at the older games more, and I'm not interested in the direction that Kingdom Hearts is going. Okay, do you mind if I pop off a hot take right now?
Yeah, let me just grab your soap.
I feel like you started off with a hot take, personally.
Okay, it's about to get hotter. It's about to get hotter.
Okay.
Nomura was so upset that they took him off Versus 13 that he is bound and determined to tell this story within the framework of Kingdom Hearts, and he does not care how that affects the series.
God, it is a controversial take, I will say that, but you are not wrong.
But am I wrong?
You're not.
Am I wrong? No.
That is a.
He's going scorched earth on this.
I agree to an extent. I personally don't think that it's to the point that he doesn't care what happens to the overarching story of Kingdom Hearts. I do believe that yes, he has ideas that he wanted from Versus 13 to be shown to the public that he wasn't able to, and does want to bring it into the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
Yeah.
But and this might just be a fault of my own, but I do trust Nomura just a little bit. He does care about the series a lot.
I don't doubt that he will do his best to take care of it, to make it, to rectify it in such a way where it works. But he's, at first, it was very obvious because Noctis, or Noctis, Yozora looks like Noctis.
Yeah.
And it was very clear from the start. They're like, oh, he's just going to do Versus 13 in Kingdom Hearts. And at first, that seemed like it's a clever workaround for him getting the idea he wanted to do. looking back, it feels petty. Something about it feels like he's just kind of throwing these concepts in. Hold on. I need to actually like think about what I'm gonna say before I just start saying it.
Okay, let's let Josh sit on that for a little bit. I'm of the opinion that Nomura should step down as the lead writer.
Okay.
I think that someone else should, at the very least, take over as writer, and it should be someone that Nomura approves, that A, isn't related to him, and B, understands the franchise and what it means to people. I just think Nomura has gone a little bit crazy recently, and I think he just needs to slow down.
I mean, he is thinking about retiring, so
yeah,
that's got to be on his mind.
On record for saying that he does have like an idea in mind for the end of the series, at least as long as he's a part of it.
So that's the thing. It's
Fair enough.
I don't want the franchise to end. I love the Kingdom Hearts series. I just think that if Nomura...
You gotta close the book eventually.
So take I know this is a terrible example. We're not going to talk about what kind of person that J.K. Rowling is.
Oh God.
What she did with the last Harry Potter book was killed off as many characters as she could so that she couldn't write a sequel. She wanted the seventh one to be the end. And I worry that Nomura will do the same with Kingdom Hearts.
I don't think that he would, though.
No, I think he would.
It's a Disney game. They're not going to let him kill them off.
No, not kill them off. Just write it in such a way that it can't be continued.
Just write them out.
Well, take Pirates of the Caribbean. So, yes, I know they're making a sixth one, but the fifth one...
They are?
Yeah, they're making a sixth one.
Oh, God.
And Johnny Depp is not in it.
The fifth one is the story of the fifth one is that they go out, they're looking for Neptune's trident or something, but this trident has the power to create myths and legends. So because that thing gets destroyed, none of the mystical, magical crap that happened in the first four movies can happen in the future. So no Davy Jones, no zombie pirates, no Kraken, no magic boats. It just can't happen anymore. And that's why I worry about a sixth one, because how are you supposed to have a movie that completely wrote out all the magic? And I think Nomura will do the same with Kingdom Hearts. I just think he needs to put the pen down.
I think he's going a little overzealous.
Craziness.
I am getting a little tired of it, honestly. I think Kingdom Hearts' problem is that they keep adding new concepts to play with instead of expanding on what they're already talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
why did we suddenly need to explore this like alternate reality, or like there's a other quote unquote unreality, a fictional world that is fictional even within the context of Kingdom Hearts. But like you've got a whole ass world to write stories in.
I'm of the opinion that, you know how Rex has played Virum Rex and Yuzora's the main character in that game?
Yeah.
I think Yuzora has played Kingdom Hearts. And this is canon within Kingdom Hearts. Do you think Nomura is crazy enough to say that Kingdom Hearts is canon in Kingdom Hearts? And I don't mean the big door or the big moon. I mean the game.
No, yeah, the game.
Saying that the game exists as a video game within the world of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I think Nomura's that mad.
And this is why you think he should step down.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because we've seen things that do that before, and I'm only mentioning it because this movie also did it. but the human centipede. I don't recommend it to people. Don't
Hold
watch
on.
this.
Whoa,
Don't watch this movie. I'm not
Fine.
saying, but what I am saying is that the sequel to the first movie is someone watching the first movie and wanting to go bigger. And same with the third one. The third one is someone watching the second movie and wanting to go bigger. It's a terrible example. I realize,
The biggest piece
but
of
it's the
information-
only one that I can think of.
That is
The biggest piece of information I'm getting from this right now is that there are 2 sequels to the Human Centipede.
I was look. I'm gonna take a step back. Coming into this podcast, I was not expecting to hear the movie Human Centipede be brought up into
I'm so
discussion
sorry.
in comparison to Kingdom Hearts.
You made this choice, Adam.
Oh
You
god!
willingly selected
I
that
am-
from your mind palace.
I couldn't think of another example.
Nah, you wrong for that one.
It's not like the books of Harry Potter are canon in Harry Potter. Like, oh, Frodo's read The Hobbit. Like, that's not
I mean,
happened.
I feel like a better, more family-friendly example would be like Logan, because they do have X-Men comic books in an X-Men movie.
See, I didn't
But
know
they-
that. I've not
I
watched
feel like-
Logan. I've not watched The
It's a good
Human
movie.
Centipede
See,
either,
I-
but like, I
see,
just
I-
know it happens.
See, I'm gonna be the
Uh-huh.
same one and use Logan. Sorry,
we need to stop
reeling.
talking about this. I'm going to dig myself a hole.
Okay, so I may have said this on the previous podcast that I was part of, but since it's like part of the discussion here,
Sure.
So Kingdom Hearts 4, I could take it or leave it. I'm like, sure, I'm interested. Because it's Kingdom Hearts, I am interested to see how this story gets worked into the overall lore. But what I'm really interested in, I want a Kingdom Hearts game where Sora does not get mentioned at all. I want a game that focuses on the people who have been left behind. Right? So you've got the Sea Salt family, you've got the Destiny group, you've got all of the characters that we have grown up with and like learned about and met, and that they are now free from this game that Xehanort has been playing, and now they are like unpacking the trauma that they've been through. And
Right.
I want them to work through having like a life of their own, and I want them to take up the mantle of protecting the worlds from the Heartless the way Sora did.
We should have
That does sound nice.
We should have a Kingdom Hearts cross Stardew Valley game. But instead of
Ooh,
like
a
different
slice of
farms,
Kingdom
it's
Hearts
different.
games. That does sound very nice.
Instead of different farms, it's different Disney worlds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And you
I
can still
want-
slay Heartless and stuff like that.
So you know how Birth by Sleep, you picked one character and played their story through to the end?
You just like, for this hypothetical game, you pick like one trio and go with
Yes.
that.
Yeah, you
That sounds
are
awesome.
so on my level right now. Yeah, you'd select, okay, I'm going to play as Roxas, Shion, Axel, and Isa. And they
Right.
explore like 3 or 4 worlds in sort of like, oh, we're going to help search for Sora and find information about the world that might help us figure out where Sora is. And they go and explore the worlds and fight Heartless and protect them. Or then you could pick like Riku and Kairi as a duo. And then you can do Terra, Ventus, and Aqua. And then you can do Mickey, Donald, and Goofy and actually play as them. Like, have them be a trio for once. So instead of individual characters, it's the families, it's the groups that travel together. And they explore the worlds.
That does sound
That does
quite
sound
fun.
nice.
And if you're being super ambitious with it, because on modern generations you can, as you're playing through each group's story, you can switch between playing any of them at any time. So like I could
Kinda
be
like
in
Dream
combat. Well, no, it's like I'm
Oh,
playing
okay.
I'm playing as Roxas, and Lee, Isa, and Shion are my party members. And like Final Fantasy VII, mid-combat,
Yeah,
I can
okay.
switch to playing as Shion, or I can switch to
That
playing
sounds
as
so fun. Yeah.
That does sound really nice. Hey, game developer people, if you like make fan games, make that.
Yeah, for well, okay.
Make a farming
Fa-
game where you play as Roxas.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts fan games, like y'all devs, y'all keep being so over ambitious with fan projects. Like, where are the Kingdom Hearts visual novels? Where are the Kingdom Hearts puzzle games? Make something small and like attainable, something that's actually an achievable like measure.
I will say though, like, if you're going to make a Kingdom Hearts visual novel or like a farming game or whatever, don't add romance elements to it. I feel like
for real,
Kingdom Hearts isn't a series about romance. The closest you get is Sora and Kairi, but everyone else just wants to have people that care about them.
Sora and Riku, sir. Let's be correct here.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. You go. I should jump back on.
Sora's like just got eyes for Riku.
See now, in the VT canon, we've got Vexen X Vexen.
Ew!
What the
fuck? Yeah. No, I created it. We did an update video, which just happened to be in Pride Month, and I wanted to make the joke that it's like, oh yeah, we stand Vexen X Vexen. And so I commissioned two people to make Vexen X Vexen fan art.
Oh, why?
Neither wanted to be credited.
No wonder. Anonymous contribution.
Oh my god.
Well, if you actually look in the server, and I'll put the picture up in editing if I can find it. But Giovanni's,
why would you do that?
That's what Giovanni's profile picture is. It's Vexen X Vexen.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go exploring.
Yeah, me too. Hang on.
I need to find this. I need to see it immediately.
It's so good. Yeah, if you just click on Giovanni's name, his art is this.
Oh my god, is that what that is?
That's what that is.
Yeah, when you finally look at someone's icon and like you understand it for what it is and not the abstraction you create in your head.
I would have never figured that out.
That's crazy, because it does not look like the same person.
Absolutely not.
No, obviously. But everyone in this server has insane profile pics. Like me, like honestly, the three of us, fairly normal. Considering.
I mean, I guess, yeah. By comparison,
my profile picture on Discord is literally just an OC I made back when Union Cross was still active. So like, and I just became way too attached to him.
Yeah.
So...
Well, mine is
quite Union Cross.
Yeah, mine is quite famously Saitama, who's been edited to look like me.
Okay.
Nice.
But yeah, just looking over people's like Marcus, of course, standing Yuzora.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, who else stands out? Lag. Actually, Lag stands out because his OC as well, which I think is it's Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora, but he's an otter.
Yeah, he just drew over it. Oh, there's a surprising number of furries in this server. I never noticed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's a peak. Yeah, we got furries.
Hell yeah.
We got furries. We got fan art makers. We got game devs.
Yeah.
We got everything under the sun.
I do want to say before we move on.
Yeah.
I am personally of the mind in regards to Tetsuya Nomura potentially stepping down. I am of the mind that the artist should make whatever he pleases.
Yes.
And like based in various interviews and whatnot, Nomura has mentioned that he is accepting. He is going around with the team, looking at various feedback from like Kingdom Hearts 3 and other games, and like how people wanted kind of like a more Kingdom Hearts 2 feel in 3, but didn't really get it, which is why they're in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. You see like a reaction command, so they're bringing that back in Kingdom Hearts 2, or in Kingdom Hearts 4. Mm-hmm. But in terms of plot, I cannot remember what interview he said, and I feel like might have been a year ago. He said that he does not. It is very hard for him to envision Kingdom Hearts without Sora. So if Kingdom Hearts ever does go the route where Sora is not involved in any way, shape, or form, I feel like it would have to be past the point where Nomura has officially retired and he is not the head of the series anymore. But by that time, I personally hope that he is able to complete whatever crazy story that he's got cooking in that brain of his.
Yeah.
But that's just my take.
They should.
I understand what you two are saying though, because it is pretty wild.
They should.
And I'm saying,
go on.
I'm like that hypothetical game I was talking about. I'm not saying that I think Sora should be written out of the story completely, because Sora is Kingdom Hearts, right? He is so part of the story and part of the narrative that you can't have a game where like Sora is not part of it in some way. But I'm saying I want to see some dedicated time focused on the other characters that were in Sora's sphere of influence and that were affected by him in some way, and then them turning around and taking like their experience with him and their care for him and using it to like have their own stories. But Sora is still part of the tapestry of Kingdom Hearts, and I don't think that can or should change.
Gotcha.
Right. Let's move on from Kingdom Hearts. Want to talk about something else? Let's talk about other things. we're not just addicted to Kingdom Hearts.
Have y'all played Helldivers?
Like I've made talking points about bringing up Kingdom Hearts or anything.
I haven't played Helldivers, I'm afraid.
Okay.
But I heard it's really good.
Played it a little bit.
Okay, I got super into it. I saw all my friends like playing this game on social media. It was like everywhere on Instagram, right? And I'm not a shooter guy, so I didn't really know if I wanted to jump into it. But then I got it as a Christmas gift, and so I was like, all right, I might as well try it. Got hooked immediately. Told my friends like, hey, yo, I got this game. Let's jump in. We spent like maybe 3 weeks, and then they moved on to something else. And I'm like, this always happens. It's like I start playing the game my friends are playing, and then they move on. And now you got me into this, and now I'm addicted to this game that none of my friends are playing. But I think Helldivers is sick. It's a sick.
I used to be the guy to like get people into an online game, but I didn't realize at that point that online games just really aren't for me most of the time. So I didn't really stick with it. Like I got like a childhood friend of mine back when I was younger, into Star Wars: The Old Republic MMO.
Right.
I played a lot of that. I had like a Sith Inquisitor character. Loved him. Had a lot of fun. I finally convinced my friend to play it, and then like about a month of him going into it, I fell off the game because I didn't want to play any more multiplayer games for a bit. But I just didn't know how to articulate it.
I feel you. I got burned on multiplayer stuff like when I was young, because like the toxicity of other players gets to me so easily. For real. And the Helldivers is one of the only games that I am comfortable playing with random people online, because the game is designed to be fully cooperative. Like you are not competing with other players in any way. You are all working together, and so everyone is super nice to each other. Yeah. But games like Team Fortress 2 or Left 4 Dead,
the very competitive scene.
Yeah, and it always irked me when people wanted to like start shit or wanted to like be combative.
Yeah.
And I just like I had not played a multiplayer game with random people for over a decade when I got Helldivers and started playing with regular people. So it's just it's the toxicity and the competitive nature of things that I can't stand.
Yeah, the only game I played recently in terms of multiplayer was Minecraft, because Minecraft is great.
And even then, you're just playing with friends, right? Yeah, so it's like just that experience is like, I always felt like I missed out on a little bit of that just because it was so toxic.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking like, God, I really want to play Marvel Rivals. It's like,
it won't even run on my computer.
Man, I really want to scream at a 12-year-old about how he's not playing Rocket Raccoon properly.
No. See, this is the shit I'm talking about.
No, I can't. Clarification: I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm actually the guy that, like, if people are bashing someone in the chat, I'm like, hey, like, dude, like, this is just a game. Relax. if you yell at them, he's going to do worse. Stop it. Get some help.
I yell at myself until I get better. The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Oh my goodness.
I do agree with you that if there's a competitive element to it, people will get really aggressive. It doesn't matter. I'm happy being in gold right now. It's not that high. Could I make it to plat? Sure, I probably could, but I don't care. I do get a little bit bitter when people are intentionally throwing. That's what irks me.
Really?
You do get some people who intentionally throw the games because they just find it fun, and you know what? F them. I had, oh god, what did I have? I had one game where someone was playing as Groot, and Groot has the ability to build walls, and he would consistently just build walls in front of our team.
What the hell?
Wow.
He wasn't trying to separate them off, or he wasn't trying to defend us. He was just oh, here's a walkway. I'm gonna put a wall here, and you're
just trolling y'all.
Yeah. Those people can go fuck themselves.
I remember playing Overwatch once, and I had some fun with it, but again, I'm more of a single player kind of guy.
Yeah, Overwatch was my old addiction.
But now you got another superhero shooter to get addicted with.
Well, I'm officially Overwatch free for about 3 months now.
Congratulations.
Overwatch free! Bro's an alcoholic. Bro's a recovering alcoholic.
No, exactly.
I have a friend on Discord who's yeah, I'm 6 months free or a year free of not having played League. And everyone in the server's yeah, buddy!
Dude, I have played a single game of League of Legends, and it was like looking at an open pack of cigarettes.
It's
I knew it was going to draw me in, and I knew I was going to hate it. I had to leave.
I've played League for a little bit, and the moment I realized I wasn't having fun was when someone told me, someone who was supposed to be a friend told me I was an idiot that didn't know how to play the game.
Whoa.
Because I was consistently I was being pulled into game modes that weren't helping me learn how to play the game. Are you familiar with the two main game modes of League? You have Summoner's Rift and ARAMs.
Sure.
I have not touched a League of Legends.
I've heard those words before.
That's fine.
I've heard
Summoner's
words, but
Summoner's
really
Rift
know.
is the main game mode where you all go off on your own lanes, you defeat towers, and you all help each other when the late game comes. ARAM is all random, all middle. So basically, it's just one big bridge. And every single game, I was I just kept getting dragged into these ARAMs, and they're not fun. As a new player, they are not fun, because it's I'm learning how to play this big monster guy. Oh, I'm being slaughtered. Cool.
Dang.
And then you get yelled at for not knowing. It's
Which
the most
because you're new.
It's the most unwelcoming community.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I will happily show my friends this segment of the podcast to tell them that I'm not crazy.
On Twitter.com.
Yeah, because my word takes so much weight. For real.
Alright, I want to talk about something else that I've been watching. Away from games, I've been watching a lot of anime recently, and God, some of the anime out there is crap.
I've been so far out of the anime scene, I'm not even sure what's airing right now.
Oh,
The
don't
only
worry about
anime
what's
that I watched
airing
right now was one episode of an anime called Actually I Am for a professional-esque fan dub that I'm a part of.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had to match lip flaps for the first time, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
This is wild.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about what's airing right now. The biggest show right now is The 100 Girlfriends That Really, 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 Really Like You, Season 2.
Oh,
Yikes.
wow. 100 girlfriends that really, 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 really like me? That's crazy.
Do I have to explain the premise of this one? It's so
No.
dumb.
It feels fairly self-explanatory. Is it a harem?
It is the harem anime.
The harem, yeah.
So I will give a little bit of preface, but mostly from the editor's perspective, or the writer's perspective rather. So most harems are about 4 or 5 different girls or guys, or whatever it is, all pining over one person. In this one, the writer, and the problem with a lot of harem things is that the more people there are, the less developed some characters are. The writer of The 100 Girlfriends is committed to making all 100 girls their own unique characters and are regularly in the manga. He is up to, from what I remember, he's up to 32 right now.
Jesus.
And he's planning on just keep on going. He's committed to getting to 100.
I really like the idea of Anton Ego from Ratatouille being an anime critic in this way. It is not a harem anime. It is the harem anime.
He just takes a slice out of the 100 Girls manga and just eats it.
If I don't like it, I don't read it.
Wait, why does that swallow like it's swallowing the book?
He's swallowing the book. You just said he takes a bite out of it.
He did, yeah.
Yeah. What a tasty little morsel.
Yeah. No, but in terms of other shows I'm actually watching, like I just started watching Days of My Heart. I watched season 1, season 2 just ended in the winter. I'm watching.
We're watching Shangri-La Frontier right now.
Oh, really? What's that one like?
It is about there's a guy who is obsessed with playing bad video games, and he decides to try a really good, really popular one for once, and gets completely sucked into it. And then there's this girl at the school who likes him, but he doesn't know about her, doesn't know she exists, and she is a really high level player in the game. And so she hops in trying to find him in the game so she can woo him in the game. But he's because he's so used to playing terrible video games, he's just doing his own thing entirely and she can't find him. And sort of this adventure of like VR adventure of him exploring the concepts of the game.
Is it kind of like pseudo Isekai then?
Yeah, it is pretending to be an Isekai without having to kill off the character.
Oh god. We should actually do an Isekai, is it real or not? Where some of these Isekai concepts are insane. Oh, I travel to the new world, but I'm with my mother, or I'm a new world, but I'm a refrigerator. Or
does it count as an Isekai?
Wasn't there a Suicide Squad Isekai that
yes, there
released?
Was. Yep. It was just called the Suicide Squad. It was an Isekai. It was not good.
Damn, you just answered my next question.
Now, I guess I'm watching another kind of Isekai with lag actually. It's a show called Your Boy Kong Ming, and it's about an ancient tactician called Zhuge Liang. You might know him from the Dynasty Warriors games. He was a real tactician in ancient China, and in the premise of the anime, when he passes away, he's transported to modern day Japan. He ends up falling for this girl because of her singing. Nothing romantic, he's just enamored with her singing. And so the entire show is him using his tactician's brain to make her famous. It's fantastic. I love the show.
Okay, y'all. My friend who's in the other room, apparently he can hear everything we're saying. Oh. He just texted me, is Back to the Future an Isekai?
Oh.
I mean, if the bare bones trope of an Isekai is that somebody gets transported to a time that isn't their modern time, then probably.
I need to find them.
And that
you guys keep talking.
That logic, you can use any time travel story as an Isekai.
Definition of an Isekai.
No, so
Textbook.
I'm looking up a meme that was shown to me a while ago. I need to find it.
Okay.
But like, you guys keep talking about whether or not Back to the Future is an isekai.
I'll
It's
be.
like if Back to the Future is an isekai, then that means that every time travel, that every time travel story is an isekai.
Because it's like he's going to a different version of a world that exists, right? It's not like he's entering a fantasy world or an alternate reality. He's and I guess that depends on if you define like the past as an alternate reality. Because it's like it existed, it was real, it had ripples and effects on the world. But like,
So
is it? I don't know.
I just looked it up, like the isekai meaning on Google.
Okay.
It's
Google
in the,
overview.
you don't need to. It's in the Oxford Dictionary.
Is it?
It got added last
All
year.
right, read it then, Britt.
Oh my goodness.
No, you find it. I'm looking for a meme.
Read it then, Britt. I'll
Isekai
read it.
definition.
According to the Oxford Dictionary, isekai, noun, a Japanese genre of science or fantasy fiction featuring a protagonist who is transported to or reincarnated in a different, strange, or unfamiliar world. Also an anime, manga, video game, etc. in this genre, frequently as a modifier.
Now, the use of the word reincarnated is interesting here.
Uh-huh. Because sometimes there's like the whole like reincarnated as a slime or whatever.
I do not consider time travel to be reincarnation.
I'm of the argument that if you can't go back, then it's an isekai.
Ooh, okay. If you're stuck where you are,
Yes.
it's an isekai. Okay.
Okay, I can't
I feel
find
like-
this meme. It made the controversial choice that, like, going to school on your first day was an isekai. I
No.
needed to find it.
Is this one of those memes that's like, it's like the chart of like, are you a purist, a traditionalist?
Yes!
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's sick. I do need to see that.
Although if we really break it down, I feel like maybe an isekai, like certain time travel isekais could work, because if you're familiar with like, say, like let's use Back to the Future for instance, if you are familiar with the past, at least in terms of like historical context, then that's not technically an isekai. But you could theoretically say that Back to the Future 2, which takes place mainly in the future, is partly an isekai because that's unfamiliar territory.
So I found one. I found one on Reddit from about 4 years ago from the Reddit user Kanye Dressed. It's a standard format.
Reddit username.
Yeah. But it says here what counts as an isekai, and there's the setting and the transportation method. And then each one has like purist, neutral, and rebel. So a setting purist is different world setting must be high fantasy themed. Setting neutral, different world setting must be fantastic or otherworldly in nature. Or setting rebel, different world setting can be anything. The transportation purist, main characters must die to be transported to the different world. Transportation neutral,
Sort of reincarnation bit.
such as reincarnation, yeah. Transportation neutral, main characters must be transported to different worlds by fantastic means. And transportation rebel, main character may be transported to a different world by any means.
Any means.
So
okay,
the examples
what's
that
the full...
So the examples that this guy has given, Konosuba is pure. He died, and it's a fantasy theme. It's a high fantasy theme. He put for transportation neutral, ReZero, and then transportation rebel, Sword Art Online.
Okay.
Sword Art Online feels like it should be an isekai, but not quite, you know?
Yeah.
He then put for transportation purist setting neutral, so all these are setting neutrals. That one anime where where instead of Adolf Hitler, it's a little girl. I don't know what it's called.
What?
It's a Saga of Tamo the Eo. Well, I don't know. The writing's tiny. And I just know there's like some sadistic girl that is basically Hitler. For transportation neutral, he used Doom.
That sounds right.
And I cannot for the life of me read the last one. It looks like some sort of Hollywood movie.
Oh my God.
Setting rebel, transportation rebel, he chose Madagascar.
Nice. Nice.
And he
that
is
is
not
a
technically
fantastic
wrong.
example.
Madagascar is the...
Can you pop this meme in the chat?
Yeah, I'll it'll be on screen as well.
Sure. I just want to see it for my own sake. A fine addition to my collection.
Yeah. I'll put it into our personal memes channel. Yeah.
Yay.
It is it is unhinged to say that Madagascar is an isekai.
That is pretty crazy.
I'm gonna argue the point now. I'm gonna prove it to someone. That's crazy. This is good.
Interesting.
This is good.
Oh God.
I would say there is actually one other anime that I started watching. I haven't finished it yet, but it's called Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken.
Okay.
Which is it's an anime that my girlfriend introduced to me. It's very, very wholesome. I love it so much. It's about 3 girls who start a club in their school to try and make their own anime.
Oh, I think
Nice.
I have not seen it, but I've seen of it.
I if you want some nice, relaxing, wholesome content, I highly recommend that. It's so good.
I've just found another one, and I'm not sending this one just because the quality is really pure. Setting rebel, restriction rebel, Walmart. Going to Walmart is an isekai.
Yeah.
Dude,
if you
love
have you
memes
ever
like
been-
this.
Have you ever been to a Walmart in Florida?
No, I haven't been to Florida.
Silence. Radio silence. Crickets.
Yeah, no, that's for Adam. Adam, I feel like going to Walmart in Florida for you would be definitely an isekai. There are some wild things.
Yeah.
It is like a jungle
It
in
is
there.
ungodly. It is another realm.
After sending that meme, Lag is asking, is Kingdom Hearts 4 a reverse isekai? Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts is an isekai! He died to get to Quadratum! Oh my god!
I thought y'all knew this. I thought this was like obvious.
No, because
Yeah.
we don't know if he died or not.
Okay,
Riku didn't die
whatever
to get
happened
there.
to whatever happened to Sora, he's dead. He's Strelitzia's there and she's dead. We watched her die on screen.
Just like
At the
that.
very least, he's like out of like existence or whatever that means in the reality he's from.
And just like
Yeah.
that, an hour has passed, and we should probably get to ending the episode.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize.
No, it's fine. We'll move on to our last segment, naming the episode
Okay.
within the episode. So,
Mhm.
if you guys have any ideas for titles, let me know.
Wouldn't you pick it out of something that was said organically in the episode?
If we can't think of something, yes. I'm half inclined to just say the human centipede and just call it there. But like,
no.
that
Wait,
that might get
wait,
demonetized.
wait, I got you. Is human centipede an isekai?
No. The answer is no.
Okay,
I'm
but it's a
gonna-
compelling question, and it will catch
It
the
is,
reader's
and they're
eye.
gonna have whoever listens to this podcast is gonna have to sit there and listen to our insane, wild
tell you what.
conversation that we've had in the past hour.
Tell you what, rather
To
than
get to
saying
that answer.
rather than saying that movie, why don't we say something like what's another movie we mentioned?
Well, the question was, is Back to the Future an isekai?
Is Back to the Future an isekai? Back to the Future.
There you go.
That'll be our title.
You're welcome.
Because I just worry with having this human centipede being in the title period.
Yeah, no, we would absolutely get demonetized if we were making money anyway. Speaking of money
Oof.
stuff, this was a free podcast. You didn't have to be here watching, but you watched it anyway. If you want to hear more from us, let us know by typing stuff in the comments. Like, subscribe. We're going to be releasing stuff soon. Look forward to that. Thank you, Josh, Cello. It's been an interesting hour.
It has been an interesting.
For
I feel
sure.
like we've succeeded in making a very interesting episode. Hot takes and isekai and human centipede.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
we should stop
Okay.
mentioning it.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye.